Welcome to the GGB Supplier Showcase. I'm Frank Legato, Editor-in-Chief of Global Gaming Business Magazine. Today, we are featuring Interblock, which has for decades led the electronic tin games segment of the casino industry, and lately has been introducing a new kind of genre to the ETG world, and that is the games based on amusement and arcade-style entertainment. And the series is called Amuse. We have global CEO John Connelly of Interblock is our guest today. Thank you for being with us today, John.
Thanks, Frank.
Tell me about, you have Interblock has gone through all genres of electronic table games over the years, and added live bets and all kinds of other things. How did the Amuse series come about?
Yeah, we've been asked that question a lot. So about 3 years ago, we were contemplating going into the online space. We're probably one of the last major suppliers that has not entered the online space to date. So in investigating how best to do that, we started to notice online a lot of the major trends and content being offered were more amusement in nature. Various games like crash games, marble racing, an array of products that were getting hundreds of millions of hits. That combined with the fact that I have a 5-year-old daughter that likes Dave & Buster's, and going with her there, 1 + 1, here we are. So we started to say maybe there's a new category of gaming we should be investigating. Online definitely was indicating that there was a demand. And one of the greatest strengths of Interblock, despite the ETG category, is our innovation and our team's ability to really use mechanical, electrical technology to create new forms of entertainment. So we took a lot of the lessons the past decade in evolving ETGs in the gaming space, best practices, and we began to apply those to new types of a mechanical, electrical offering in amusement style. And as a result, we ended up at G2E in 2024, really with some prototype beta offerings to see what the industry's reaction was. The feedback was overwhelming. Marble Race won Product of the Year. So we tripled down. And from then till this year, at the G2E booth, we'll have half of the Interblock booth will be represented by new amusement products, over 14. So really a segment of the floor now that we've been discussing with the industry, primarily here in Las Vegas, just heading into the show, pre-G2E meetings, etc. And the feedback's been overwhelming. Unexpectedly, we've signed probably 80% of the Las Vegas operators, both downtown and on the Strip, have already signed for Amuse, which is literally 6 products in a section of the floor. And the industry got behind it, committed to it. And everybody from MGM, Caesars, The Wynn, Venetian Palazzo, we can go on and on, Circa Downtown, have committed to putting 6 products in a very prime location on their floor to really attract a new player, a new demographic. So the first Amuse product went on the floor this week. The first product of 6 in the initial category. Before G2E, 2 of the 6 will be on the Las Vegas Strip, with the remaining 4 entering in towards the end of the year, beginning of Q1.
Now, is it too early, or can you give me sort of the player reaction to this new stuff? Okay.
It's been 48 hours, literally. So I don't want to be too zealous, but I can just say that the reaction of the leading operators coming in for pre-G2E has been, I think everybody's pretty amazed at what we've accomplished in such a short period of time. The number of cabinets, the number of play actions, features, just a really unique feel. I mean, when we put Amuse on a floor, it's designed to look very different. The chair colors will be different. The hardware will look different. As an example, a marble racing game, but there's many others. The sign packages. One of our products actually has a 6-foot UFO over the top of it. To really create this amusement look and feel that players that are walking by that have never ventured onto a casino floor, gone to the nightclubs, gone to shows, restaurants, shopping, but they walk by slots and live table games and ETGs and they don't play. So we're looking to attract that demographic that obviously exists because of online. You can see the hundreds of millions of hits per month that are transpiring. So we know there's a demand out there. And we're going to try to bring that down to the casino floor in a more entertaining, time on device, enjoyable manner, for players to experience something new.
And these are RNG-based devices, correct?
They are.
Okay, so operators can gauge exactly the return they're getting on their investment as they go along.
And we really focused on trying to not only make it entertaining, but make sure that the math and the game cycle times are competitive. So 10% house advantage or par sheets that go into a normal range of a slot machine, and game cycle times in many cases that are quite quick. The game cycle times will be as competitive as an ETG, if not more competitive than an ETG category, which is already obviously done very well. So we're confident that the math models and the technology will be competitive to justify the square footage on casino floors. Although we are telling people, we're not trying to be house average. What we're trying to do is bring in a new wallet. We're trying to really attract a new player and make casinos for the future more relevant. And when I think about the gaming industry, for decades, we've had slots and live table games. And it's catered to a certain demographic. Some would say that demographics are getting a little older. So ETG was the first attempt. I call it the third leg of the stool, to attract a perhaps different demographic, younger demographic, more diverse demographic. And after a decade, I think we can successfully say we achieved that, or at least help contribute to that category as Interblock. This Amuse category is designed to be a fourth category of gaming. We're very excited about it because we feel it's going to, at least the initial indications are, it's going to ramp up much faster. And it's designed to attract a new category of player that is not cannibalistic to or cannibalizing slots, live tables, or ETGs. So we want it to look, feel, and play very different for that reason.
Okay, well, tell us about some of these games and how they work and put this.
Well, I mean, for today's discussion, I think at G2E it's going to be easier because I'll have 12 to 14 new products in the booth that you can play and see. But for today, I just thought it'd be fun to show you the first product that just went into Palazzo and Venetian. It's called Freefall, and it's a bridge between what players are used to, which is a roulette game, but really starting to migrate more into amusement style and feel. I would say it's the softer of the product category, meaning we have things that are marble racing, which has nothing to do with any typical game you'd find. But we also have games that are at least utilizing some of the mechanical, electrical, or play action that we're accustomed to as a bridge between traditional casino and amusement. But then we have some more radical approaches, like a coin pusher game that uses casino chips rather than coins. And believe it or not, Wynn, MGM, Caesars, Palazzo Venetian have all agreed to allow us to use their table game chips inside our machine, which is authenticity wise, it's fantastic. So there's a pendulum that we're working towards. We're going to migrate towards more extreme versions for truly arcade style gaming. And then we're going to have other, on the other side of the pendulum, you're going to have things that are going to bridge players what they're used to seeing, maybe even online, with a little bit more amusement attached. You'll see it at the show. But for today, I'll show you Freefall since it was the first to go on the strip. And it's essentially a roulette game where you're going to place your normal roulette bets. However, in this case, up above, there's a ball. The numbers are lit up as to what I bet. So you see the lit up numbers. That's where my wagers are on the field. And I have the ability now to try to time the ball when it's dropping to land in one of the numbers. So I'll do that now. I will drop it. Now, obviously, with the noise in here, you can't hear the sound of the machine too well. I'm sorry. But when you get to the show, you'll be able to hear it better. But it's really the ascent. And obviously the rate of play, the speed of play, it goes incredibly quick, about every 8 seconds. And we can do it again, and we can try to time, stop the ball, and try to have the ball land in our pocket and win. So sense of control, interaction from the player, the animation, the graphics, the colors, the signs, the sign package, which is not this sign package you will see on the strip here this week. Very different. Very different.
Element of skill in there too, huh? Or at least perceived skill.
It feels that way, but it's not. It's an RNG. Right. But it feels like the player has that sense of control where they can time it. But the math, the ledges you see, the speed of the wheel, all creates a truly RNG environment that's been certified. But what's brilliant is the player feels as though they can really influence the game and have a sense of control. And we had this at last year's G2E, and we had trouble getting operators off of it. We looked nothing like this. We made it much more entertaining and amusement looking. And we have another version of this coming in the future that will actually have 2 balls, which I won't get into now. But so I'm very excited about it. One of many products coming at G2E this year.
Oh, this is an ingenious product line. And I personally intend to spend some time at Interblock, so booth this G2E show, going over all of them and maybe playing a lot.
Right. So, you're always welcome. Right.
They will be at Interblock at Global Gaming Expo. So see them. It's the Amuse line of games, and there's nothing like it in the casino. Thank you for being on the Supplier Showcase today, John, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.